In today's tutorial, I am going to show you how you can gather information about a target or how penetration testers gather information about somebody online. So far as that person belongs to any social media platform, the penetration tester is capable of getting information about that person just by doing one click. So in front of us here, we have two operating systems. I have my Ubuntu operating system, which is what you see here. Here is a terminal, and I have my Kali Linux operating system. We are going to use these two because someone made mention of the fact that he didn't know how to use the Ubuntu operating system. So how do you gather information about targets or about somebody online? Now, the first thing you must do is that, but before I continue with this video, I want you to understand that this is only for educational purposes. Do not gather information about people without their knowledge. So, how then do you gather information about people? We are going to use a tool which is known as Sherlock. How do you use Sherlock in Kali Linux? For you to use Sherlock, you do a sudo apt install Sherlock, sudo apt install Sherlock, and you hit enter here. Now, when you hit enter, this tool is going to install itself in your Kali Linux operating system. And now you can see the results here. It says that the tool already exists in my system. That is because I had pre-installed this tool prior this tutorial. Now, if you want to get this same tool in your Ubuntu operating system, you are going to need to go online. You go to your favorite browser. It could be Chrome. In this case, I'm going to be using Mozilla Firefox. And then what you need to do is you go to Google and you are going to type Sherlock GitHub. When you type Sherlock GitHub, take note of the first link here, which says Sherlock uh, dash project forward slash Sherlock Hunt social media platforms. So I'm going to click on this link and then you can see the code here. If I scroll down, you will see the example that has been given to us here, and you can see that these are social media platforms like Spotify, Snapchat, Scratch, Replic.com, Reddit, and every other social media platform you may think of. So if a target belongs to any of these social media platforms, this is what is going to happen. Sherlock is going to search online and bring every information to you. So I'm going to scroll up and go to the code. When I click on the code, I see that I have a link here. So I'm going to click on this link or copy this code, and then I come to my terminal and I'm going to do git clone. Then I paste that link here. So what I'm doing now is that I've gone online and I've taken the code that is used or that I want to use to install Sherlock in my Ubuntu operating system. So I do a git clone and I paste that link here and I hit enter. It is going to tell me that Sherlock already exists. That is because I have Sherlock already pre-installed in my Kali Linux or in my Ubuntu operating system prior doing this video. If I do ls, for example, you will notice that here we have Sherlock here. So now, in your case, if you want to use Sherlock using your Ubuntu operating system, you are going to cd into Sherlock, right? You cd into Sherlock, and then you can now see that we are in Sherlock's directory here, and then you are going to do an ls, and you can see the various dependencies that Sherlock uses. I am going to stop here at the level of the Ubuntu operating system, and then I am going to continue with Kali Linux. Now, back in Kali, we have already installed Sherlock in our Kali Linux operating system. I am going to clear my screen. And what I want to do now is it is time for us to start gathering information about a target. So what you do is I'll type Sherlock and then I'll give it a name like Lord Leon Yang. This is one of the YouTubers which I follow. And after typing the name, let's say this is my target here or this is my client's target and I want to gather information about him. What I'm going to do here is I'll just hit enter and then I'll wait for Sherlock to do his thing. So what I expect Sherlock to do in this case is to go online and check if Lord Leon Yang is found in any social media platform. It is going to check every social media platform online and bring back all the results to me, and then I can now further my penetration testing. Take note that this is for educational purposes. This video is meant only to show you how you can use somebody's name to gather information about that person, or how someone's name could be linked with so many social media platforms, which could help a penetration tester to be able to gather information about that person. So we are going to wait here for it to do its thing, and then we are going to come back and continue with our analysis. And you can now see the results that Sherlock has brought to us. It is telling us that the target has so many social media platforms that he belongs to. You can see that he belongs to Spotify, TikTok, Try Hack Me, Webplate, and so many other social media platforms. You could as well do something like this. Instead of typing something like this or typing the name like this, let's say in the case whereby the name is Donald Donald Trump, you could type Donald Trump with two names like this. Sherlock is going to type to check for every Donald and check every Trump and bring it to you. Now, let's say, for example, that you want to specify or tell Sherlock to go to a particular site and bring information to you. What you are going to do is, after, let me clear my screen first. I'm going to clear my screen. What you are going to do is, you're going to type Sherlock, and then you give it dash dash site. Let's say that target belongs or has a YouTube channel, or you suspect that he may have a YouTube channel. You give it a site which you want to check if he belongs or if he has that channel, and then you give it dash dash. You give it a timeout. Now, why am I giving it a timeout here? Timeout. Okay, I give it a timer of one, and then I give it the name of the target. The name of the target is Loy Leong Yang, and I'm giving it a timeout. So what I'm telling Sherlock here is pretty simple. I'm just telling it that Sherlock, go to the site YouTube and look for this particular name. Now, when you want to look for this particular name, what I want you to do is do not take so much time searching from every social media platform, but use 1 second to search any social media platform and bring every information to me, because I don't want it to take much time. Remember that when we were doing or in our previous search, it took so much time that I had to pause the video and come back. But in this case, when you give it a timeout, it searches for the information and brings it back to you as fast as you want it to as fast as you may want to have that information. So now, if you do this and you hit enter, now you wait for it and it's going to bring your results to you. And you, if that person belongs to YouTube, you are going to get information about it. And you now see that it is checking for that information. Unfortunately, it is taking time. This is because this tool, it says completed or search completed and no results. This shows that it does not recognize the name Lord Leon Yang. But at the end of the day, what I want you to understand here is that now, if I change this and I give something like, let's say cyber security. I'm just trying this cyber security or nothing. This is, I think this is my YouTube, and I hit enter. Let us see if it's going to give us information. So it gives us no information. That is because this does not exist. Okay, so basically this is how you can get information about people online, or you can gather information about people online. I don't want to be going or want to start going to be checking sites one side to the other, because this is publicly available information, but how you use it matters. And take note, disclaimer, this video is only for educational purposes. How you use it is at your own expense. Thank you. My name is Banakin Guillaume. I am a certified ethical hacker. If you want to learn cybersecurity, I am always open. Send me your information on my YouTube, or you follow me on LinkedIn for more guide or tutorials like this. Don't forget to share, like, and comment. Thank you.